Hi, I'm Scott McGrory, an Olympic gold medalist from the Sydney Games in 2000. But these days, I'm more of a cycling enthusiast, riding whenever I can get a chance between my work as a coach at the Victorian Institute of Sport and commentating on cycling at events like the Tour de France and the London Olympics. I'm here in the Alpine region of Victoria because on the 16th and 17th of March, you'll have the opportunity to ride some of the most iconic cycling roads in Australia around the beautiful towns of Mansfield, Jamison, and featuring the 16 kilometres of tarmac that ascend up to where I'm standing now, the winter and summer resort of Mount Buller. It is, of course, the Shccc High Country Cycle Challenge. So let's go and check out the course.
Starting off in Mansfield, you'll head east through Merrijig and up the climb to Mount Buller, then descend back down to the Mount Buller Tourist Road and then left towards Jamison. But don't underestimate the climb of Martin's Gap. You'll have to tackle it from both sides. After stopping for lunch in Jamison, it's back to the finish in Mansfield. But no doubt the feature of the challenge is the 16 kilometre climb to Mount Buller with an average gradient of 6%. And just for a comparison, that's fairly close to the 6.9% Pyrenean climb of the Hautacam. That's where Cadel Evans slipped on his first ever yellow jersey at the 2008 Tour de France.
Well, we're not all trying to win the Tour, but during the challenge there is a special prize for the King and Queen of the Mountain, for the fastest male and female riders up the Mount Buller climb. The official record for the ascent is 39 minutes and 50 seconds, recorded a couple of years ago by a local Mansfield rider. Actually, he lives most of the year in Monaco, because he is none other than the winner of Milan-San Remo and stages of the Tour de France, Giro d'Italia and Vuelta a España. Of course, it's Simon Gerrans. Well, here we are at the bottom of the climb to Mount Buller. You know what? I've been back on the bike a fair bit lately, so I might have a crack at Gerro's record. Now on the day, you'll have electronic timing to record your ascent. But for me, today I've got my trusty cameraman, Ben. Ben, start the clock. Well, I thought I was pretty fit. I've only been going a couple of Ks and it's fair to say Gerro's record will not be challenged today.
Mate, when I heard you were going to have a crack at my time, I thought to myself, tell me he's dreaming. How's that saying go, Scooter? The older you are, the better you were.
As usual, Simon, I think you're spot on. But I still do have to get to the top, and I'll do it in my own time and enjoy this fantastic stretch of road.
The climb itself is a very even gradient, so get yourself into a good rhythm and keep your cadence up by riding smaller gears. Concentrate on relaxing your upper body and sit towards the back of your saddle. And while you're enjoying the beautiful scenery, don't forget to keep drinking. It's still early in the ride and you do not want to dehydrate. Here's an insider's tip. The last 2 kilometres of the climb steepen up quite a bit, so keep that in mind and save some energy for that final pitch to the top.
Well, I finally made it to the top of Mount Buller, and yes, Simon Gerrans still does hold the record. Certainly is a tough climb, but then again, it wouldn't be a challenge if it wasn't. All I have to do now is complete the rest of the ride, but not before I rehydrate and get some food into me as well. Might also throw down a strong coffee. along the banks of the Goulburn River is the tranquil town of Jamison, one of the two feature towns along the course. It's pretty easy to see why ex-professional and ex-local Phil Anderson chose Jamison as his summer retreat from the hustle and bustle of the European professional circuit.
There are actually 6 ride options over the weekend, ranging in kilometres, from Saturday's Bike Bullet Challenge at 180 k's to the 60 km all-terrain cycles classic on the Sunday.
Now the ride isn't just a good excuse to enjoy the thriving hamlet of Mansfield and its surrounding areas. The first 700 riders to register will also receive a $120 ride jersey totally free of charge.
I'm now going to grab another coffee and have a look around Mansfield. Make sure you have a good look at the website for information on all the ride options, so sign up today and I'll see you at the challenge.